The following is a presentation of MRE UNO, Division 1.
Hello everyone. Okay, so that not quite the intro we were looking for, but it's all good. We're still rolling. Welcome to the D2 April Airwave. We have our regional semifinals right now. I'm gonna be your streamer today. G-Man, we have an early one, 10 a.m. So had to get up pretty early for this one, but we will have a really good matchup for you. It's gonna be number 1 seed background of the Breezy Byways region against number 5 seed Nathan. Let's jump over to the bracket here, and we'll keep the discussion rolling. We've had an interesting region so far. Mostly upsets for the most part, which is really interesting. Which it might be a little bit of a concern for background. However, there is a good part of this for background. He does already have a win on Nathan this season, so 1-0 in this series. Winner of this will face Gone in the Breezy Byways final. So, Gone anxiously waiting to see who they will play. They had a very close game against Sky 4-3 earlier on in the week. That was a good one to watch. But we're gonna have background and Nathan go at it here on this stream. It's gonna be pretty fun. Best of 7 here. Last time they played was best of 5, so a little bit more limiting. We've got a little more gameplay to go with this one. So on that note, let's jump over to the stream here. Got a bit of a crowd here. We have of course, my co-commentator Yoshi and the game logger and our 2 players. So, Yoshi, when it comes into this match, we've seen it before. What are we looking at when it comes to what both players are trying to do going into this game from the perspective of background, trying to repeat and go up 2-0 in the series, and for the perspective of Nathan of getting one back?
To make a trying to make it back there. He definitely did not want to lose to the. He definitely lost an opportunity there to get a tournament win. So he's gonna. So yeah. I mean, as far as wins goes, he's definitely in a really good spot compared to other players. So, and then also just making sure that going into like the D2 championship and stuff, he's has like a higher seed and has a more favorable matchup potentially. Just definitely he's definitely in a position where he needs to think about the future, because as of right now there's not too much to worry about. He's already got a win in this tournament, so even if he loses now, he's not in a horrible spot. Nathan, of course, probably just trying to make a run, because after losing the background, got to the final. I mean, you can't really. It goes to show that he's definitely a good player. It just lost to someone who, just lost to someone else good. It's when you have 2 good players, it could really go to anyone. And Nathan's gonna try and show that he's not gonna fold 2 times in a row. And if this definitely be a statement win for him going forward. He definitely wants to run after losing round 1. He's got to win, but it's one win is not going to go very far in 2 tournaments. So he definitely is looking to get this one, especially in the rematch.
Yeah, definitely. I'm just hoping this doesn't end up being a situation that we had in D1 last year, where we had 2 players face off against each other in the first 2 tournaments, unfortunately similar to this, and it ended up being a 10-1 final in terms of games. So, not a great look. Hopefully you don't get to see that. Hopefully get a good, close, competitive game. Would like to mention also that we also have another game tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That will be, if I'm not mistaken, that's going to be another 1 seed. It's going to be number 1 superior of the Atmosphere Alley region going up against number 4 Goldie. Tapir still has not lost in MRE. I don't know how, but he has been on a roll. Made it to the Final Four in the Aquatic April as a D2 showcase player. So doing D2 really well, but could also be potentially not coming back depending on how things go. So we're gonna have to watch. Out for that. But we'll hand it over to the players here. Would you like to say anything before we get started and get game one underway, or are you ready to get into it? Okay. Background says, "To be
I think
honest,
we
this is
just want
really
to get started.
All right, sounds good. I did not think you were going to talk, but that's all good. To be honest, this is really upset. Nathan wins, one of the hardest matches in the lead. I fully expect Nathan to go as far as well as he beat me. It's just comedy if I win. All right, fair enough. I'm going to get the scoreboard up. You will have the logs. Background. We'll start us with game one since he's the higher seed. You have the full range available. How many would you like? He's just going to start with 7. I don't believe it's at 7 right now, so I'll change it. All right, there we go. Background can join up, and then we'll get things underway.
All right, starting off with classic. See, and yeah, another 7. Another 7. With the 7 card start, now we're playing on the L7 to start.
Yeah. Again, both players just taking a second to see what they got, see what they can do with their hands. I believe we have a ping for the match. Yes, we do. Thank you, Shirt.
Oh yeah, and I think the winner of the this is gonna be the first.
Gone.
Yeah, this will be the first. That'll be the first confirmed matchup in the Elite 8.
Okay.
And
Background does a 1-up with the yellow 8, and Nathan does a little bit of math. Another 1-up with the 9, but Background's gonna stop and go back down to 2. Alright, just running yellow so far, nothing crazy. Tried to do a bot command, it did not work.
yeah, I mean, I'm not sure what that does. He might have.
Right.
Well, he's gonna draw.
Alright, first one to draw here on this yellow. We'll see if Nathan keeps it going. No, Nathan's gonna get the switch to the green, so advantage Nathan here.
Yeah, that puts him down to 4, I think.
Yeah, it's 4-6 right now.
Okay. Yeah, definitely a big color switch. Background's gonna have to take his time here.
Yeah, you see, like, I could think maybe he has a play here, possibly, but could also just be stuck on 2 colors, so not really sure. We're gonna have to see. He is playing green. He plays green 7 here. He fell asleep.
I mean, yeah,
let's hope not.
Interesting to keep in mind that
Ooh.
he could have had that green 7. Oh, okay.
Doesn't
He probably got the
here.
end. I did think that was interesting where Background could have switched into green, but chose to keep it yellow, assuming he had that 7 the whole time. But really just okay. Well, they're both gonna draw.
Interesting.
So switching to blue. Interesting play from Nathan.
I'm not sure about that one. We'll see how it goes. I think they were trying to hope that Background had blue, and it kind of backfired there. So still not in a bad spot, but we'll see how this goes. But we do have a Draw City going on right now.
All right. Yeah. Clean so far. We've only really seen numbers. The blue 8.
Just about to hit 3
and all the
here.
numbers are pretty close together. Blue 3, yeah, they're just winking right now.
Background has not played ace. Oh wait, no, Background played the blue 8. Never mind.
Okay, Pandora's box is open.
Do have a switch to red here. I would think there's a play. Background doesn't want the red. He's gonna go the green. Maybe something else here also potentially.
Seeing a bit of ambush showing for once. We got potentially triple. Could be more.
All right,
just a triple.
All right. usually see that classic move. Use special cards to switch the color. So, good play there.
Nathan gets to
Oh,
switch into
instant
red though.
switch. See,
Background have no reds, or was he just trying to get out of there?
I could see a hold on red here. So,
Yeah, he might.
oh, he
Yeah,
has a
I had a
throws
feeling
a
he might
plus
have just
four. Maybe not.
plus four it.
All right, green one. Trying to hope it sticks this time. And it does.
Well, it's gonna play cool. Another 7,
Ooh,
double
double
green one.
green one. Didn't get the switch on the green one before. May be able to see something here. That is
And background
interesting.
in the lead by 2.
I'm surprised they didn't start off with the green one, but might have wanted to save it for a later time. And Nathan throws at a
Wow.
wild red. He really wants his red.
Yeah. Even after that plus 4, I feel like his gameplay might have been a bit his plan might have been different, might have changed because of it, but clearly not. Background that finally doesn't runs out of cards to switch out to red, so gonna Nathan has a chance here.
I mean, Nathan at this point is just kind of walking a path here just to make sure he doesn't get a switch. I usually say walking the minefield, but is doing well so far. Places the red 8 down, probably gonna have another play here. He does red 4. Just
Yeah,
slowly trying to get the
saving
Uno
those
here.
reds. Background, of course, just fine. Maybe intentionally looking for a switch. I mean, with the plus
Oh
4,
my god, another plus
okay,
4.
with another plus 4, I was gonna say, I mean, a switch. Oh my
Oh, and a
goodness, a
triple.
switch. Just a switch out of red might be risky because of a plus 4. It's hard to predict what Nathan has, but now he's got another one. So maybe it just. So that was just a good play. I think that was a good play, but it's back into green as well.
I have to wonder if background just drew that plus 4, so that could have been a fortunate circumstance there.
That's what I assume, but maybe he's trying something. I'm not sure.
I
Um,
mean,
and also, like,
right now I've seen it where we're having both players wanting to stick to one color, and it's not the same. But just as I say that,
wow,
Nathan responds back with a plus 4 and changes it to yellow here. So not going red right now. Gonna switch to yellow.
yeah, really just not wasting time with the plus 4s. 3 of them. There's only one left in the deck now.
Just past 6 minutes here, or 6:30, but
Okay.
now we're running yellow here. So we've
Yeah.
had quite a few plus four. We've had 3 plus 4s played so far, but haven't really gone in absurdly high in the cards right now. I don't think anyone's had more than
Wow.
10.
Ooh, okay. Nathan no longer likes red.
I mean,
It's another
he
wild,
would not have had to
actually.
switch back to yellow there since only one per color. But
Yeah, down to 2. Could be a
this
double play finish here. We'll see.
could be.
Or I could see it could just be Uno. I haven't seen a lot of plus 2s. Maybe we see one here.
It's taking a bit to type it, so this could be it. But yeah, there we
Oh
go.
no, just 2 reverses. All right, GG.
All right, Nathan goes up 1-0 here. Yeah, I mean, I think for most of that game, Nathan was just able to get the switches he needed, and when he needed a little bit of help for the wild, he was able to get it there. So was one card too many to win with the plus 4s?
Oh wow.
Unfortunate. That's yeah, that's kind of what happens sometimes when you both your players have like literal opposite hands, which it felt like that. Um,
I think it was yeah.
I
I
would be
think
surprised if he had both plus 4s at the start. Yeah.
oh my god. Interesting.
All right. Bracken's just gonna roll with 7 again here, so he jumped into game 2.
Okay.
First game
Yeah.
was
7 minutes. I have it. Um and I think that's another yellow start. This time it's with the 1. Okay, the yellow skip following with the yellow 0. Double play to start it. Background gonna play yellow 7, and
Ooh.
Nathan's got nothing.
Might have wanted the switch there. Isn't gonna get it.
Background is gonna get it though. Should free up Nathan, but
No,
good information. Oh man, 2-color strategy.
not the best spot right now, especially since I think background might want to run the greens in. There's the 0 there. I have to wonder if Nathan might have a switch here. He does. He did want that switch there.
Oh man, that's 3 zeros already out of the deck.
Background already down the 2 here. This has been a very quick game. Could potentially see something. We just hit a minute.
Yeah, very, very scary position that Nathan's in, but he doesn't have anything.
Do we have a +4 finish here? That is the question. Background is taking a bit to type it, and we do. Wow. So background gets one back really quickly. Just gotta finish it out.
Well,
You just gotta say the color. It will count Uno though, so don't worry about the call out. There you go.
there you go.
And there we go. Yep,
Oh, man.
the classic +4
How many
finish there.
sevens is that? Yeah, it's 3 sevens. Jeez.
Listen, I mean that's a good thing if you're in Vegas, but background goes up 1-1 here, splits the first home series. Yeah, I mean sometimes it's kind of get those situations where you don't really get much on the draws. Unfortunately for Nathan, there didn't really have much. You saw earlier he tried the switch with this yellow 0, but kind of got blocked with the yellow 7, and then background was just off to the races there. Max is 15. Nathan's call just can't pick 7. And we are going to go 15, so that is the full send. There you go. Thank you, Yoshi.
Yeah, looking good. All right, Nathan. Gonna try and switch things up.
Switch position.
Both have won a game on 7 cards, so now it's good. Now we have to switch things up, and he's going to the max.
Obligatory full send. There we go. We are on our way for game number 3, and we're starting with the blue 0.
Definitely an interesting start there.
Both players probably
Usually
just
when
gonna
we
take...
see zeros, they like to switch with the zeros because there isn't many zeros in the deck.
Definitely. But both players just taking a bit to look at their cards here. This is an interesting start though, because if Nathan does start with a switch here, background's not going to be able to switch back to the blue unless they burn a wild early, which I don't think would be wise with 15 cards, but might have a game plan with that. But Nathan's going to go with a blue 7 here, so he's going to be running blue right now. We'll see if background keeps it blue or if he goes for a switch.
Yeah, background using a bit more time to look at his hand. Probably not super used to 15 cards.
Yeah, I mean both these players are usual general managers. Run the 7-card start, counting to make sure he has 15. B4. All right, that is the blue 4 saying, but never had more than 15.
Yeah, I think.
I don't think that one works. But Nathan plays a blue 6.
Right. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I looked at the finale. Yeah. That match, there were no 15 card starts. This is probably his first 15 card start.
Not his first time with plus 15 cards. Remember, background made a 34 card comeback in the last round.
Oh yeah, that was something. But he's gonna play more of a classic kind of experienced player. Just gonna really be more methodical with it. Surge was kind of just testing things out, using up ammo, kind of like Pox, but with background you can't background just proved that you can't really do that against him.
Yeah, definitely. But
Okay.
okay. Only one of them
two
played.
blue reverses.
Only one of them played. Just an FYI. So does not quite do the correct type out there. Gets it there.
Looking to quad play out of blue into green. Why I almost say
That
yellow.
is interesting. He did use a double up, but he didn't put the Uno for the green reverse there, and it worked. So it might be something to consider in the future with these plays. But
I think that's only the second command worked, not the
yeah,
first.
definitely. Um,
Um, that was interesting though.
yeah, but does a four bagger here with the double blue reverse and then the switch to green.
Okay.
Nathan's not gonna roll with that, and he goes with the yellow here. I do say this before. I have said this before, but just because he has the switch here doesn't necessarily mean he doesn't have the green. But background's gonna do a bit of a slap there with the switch there and gives him two.
Yeah, nice to see the +2 come out. I don't think I've seen that. This is the first time I've seen it, I think.
Yeah, I believe this is the first time in this series you have seen the +2. And
Wow.
Nathan's going for a lot of light switching here. We'll see how this plays out, but gets the background the draw here, so might have found a weak color.
Yeah, doing these methodical switches specifically in colors that he thinks that background doesn't have, because he did use the reverses to get out of the blue.
Double blue nine. Okay. So double blue nine was good. That was going to either force a draw or just bring out the blue card that background might draw, and background did draw blue. So blue six, blue five.
Mm.
Nothing for background there. Level nine.
Yeah, they're not too. They're not. Yeah, they're both backed up a bit, but Nathan tying the game up now.
And takes the lead. Does background have the switch on the one though?
Yeah, running down
He
these
does.
blues, but now we're getting out of it.
We've seen Nathan do these light switches though, so we could see another switch here as well. I believe he ran down the blues reverse
Oh,
numerically,
man.
and yes, I was thinking that. So gets the yellow one switch there.
Yeah, he did switch into yellow before, and now he's gonna get rid of those cards. We'll see if he keeps it yellow or he goes for another switch.
Goes for another
What?
blue.
He goes back into blue with the wild after playing a lot of blues.
That's gonna probably for no and okay. So that was probably gonna force background the draw there. Background was not liking what he was seeing, so uses the +4 there. Goes back to yellow.
Interesting. Now, I mean, that's interesting. So, uh, background felt the need to use that +4 there. So, it's an interesting idea.
I
I mean,
guess yellow reverse, green reverse. Do we get a blue? No, we can't get a blue reverse. Both blue reverses are off the table. Um,
yeah, I think this is just a switch into green.
yeah, classic
Another
triple.
one. What's Nathan got now? Just
I think Nathan might be trying to see if they could get a switch into blue, since they know background doesn't really have a lot on that color. But they're just gonna run with
yeah.
anything that they can at the moment if they're not able to get the switch. But
Yeah, I
background
think
running green.
background's definitely playing safe numbers.
Yeah, a lot of numbers that we have seen already. And Nathan
Oh,
throws down the
Nathan's got a
+4.
+4.
All right, and just goes to the +4 red 5.
It's out of green and going into red. I think. Yeah, I haven't seen too much of this color, but is background going to be able to switch out? It's possible.
The
No, he's going to
series
play it cool.
the series has also gone much longer on average already than their prior series, so we're looking for a longer series here.
Yeah, for sure.
Red
And
reverse.
hold on,
How long does
we can
background
start a
run it?
run.
Going on a bit of a run here. It could be to the
No
finish.
way.
+2.
Oh my God.
That's probably gonna
That's
do it.
yeah. Oh
Oh
man.
no.
No.
Okay, so Nathan does have a chance to respond here.
Think I
We'll see what he's got.
Yeah, I think I know what he was trying to I see. I think I see. I think I know why he did that. Um but Yeah, probably wanted that run to the finish, and Nathan just did something that kind of stopped him. So
Wild
blue
blue.
wild, that's a good play, but
And
it's
saves the
another wild.
wild. So that's what I was
Wow.
thinking. That's but background's gonna go up 2-1 here. Good play by background to hold the wild to get a secured finish there. But background's going up 2-1 here. Um, yeah, I mean, I think from that game, I was thinking from that run, if you're gonna leave it open for a chance to respond, I would think that the last card was a wild, and that's exactly what background has. So, good play there to be able to get the finish there. But background's gonna go up 2-1 here. Bit of a mid-range length game so far. Game two was pretty short, but games 1 and 3 have both been about 7 minutes, so kind of running a bit longer here than we were before. So definitely a bit of a longer pace. You think that there might be a bit of a change of strategy here from both players compared to last time, or are we thinking we're seeing something similar but just played out longer?
Um, yeah, it seems like yeah, I think they're both playing the way they usually do. It's just like with 15 cards, of course, with 15
Nathan?
cards,
Okay.
um, they're gonna play it longer, and when you see some drawbacks, it definitely goes a bit longer. I think with the especially now it's a best of seven, so
Mm.
it's so I think yeah. But they're gonna start things up. Do it back. He's gonna do what background did in the first two games. Keep it the same card start after losing the first one. It worked out for background, so Nathan's gonna try and repeat.
I always think this is an interesting call because there is the risk where you run this again and it doesn't work out again. And then that's just two on the same card start that just don't work out for you. So we'll see how this goes, especially if Nathan is not able to win this. He's going to be down 3-1, so would not be a great situation to be in. But we're going to start with a blue 8 here.
Yeah, for sure. I can see this going both ways. I think with game
Oh, go
four,
ahead
we
and
could
start the timer.
ask some questions because it'll be like about the halfway point, but it could because like we could I guess if background wins then it would be we could be ending in 5 games, but if Nathan wins we'll be ending in 6 minimum. So
Yeah. We had to take a bit to look through his cards. Gonna have his first play here to start us off.
yeah, Nathan maybe looking to slow it down a bit compared to last
All
time.
right, might be
He's
starting
gonna
with
start with the blue
okay,
skip.
just a double up. Background has the exact same first play as last time, um, so that could be a bad sign for Nathan if that means this plays out the same way it did last time. Yeah, we're
Okay,
just
blue 5.
running the blues. Yeah, I could see us running blue for a while, but I could also see a switch right here. Um, yeah, we're just gonna keep it blue. I mean, with these 15 card starts, sometimes just running the first color for a bit isn't a bad idea. Background's gonna switch here, um, so we'll see what we have on red. I think it's very rare to have a 15 card start and not draw any cards on a specific color. So with all these switches, I would assume that both players at least have a play to start off, but definitely going to be some unfavorable cards. However, first
We got a
Ditto here.
ditto.
First Ditto of the game.
Red 6 now.
Goes one down this time with the red 5. And I mean, so far we're just kind of running it, but Nathan with that double up to start is technically in a card lead, so background is a tiny bit behind, but of course doesn't really matter where you're at as long as you're the first to hit 0.
Yeah, they're still they've been
Ooh,
running and
draws.
background's gonna have to draw now.
First table check of the game, 7-10. You're up to 2 minutes here. Timer might be a little off because it started a bit late, but so background's got nothing left on red here. We'll see if Nathan could keep the run going though. is interesting also because background was the one who did switch to the red here. Nathan's gonna get
He
switched.
goes for a switch. I had a feeling that's why he took his time. He was thinking whether or not he should switch, and he's gonna go for it.
All right, runs green.
Yeah, keeping it cool after that blue skip early on. Only really seeing numbers.
Another switch
Nathan
here. Nathan
starting
with
to
a
switch
lot of light
more.
switching. It's gonna be Pandora's also, I believe. All right, background goes with the Gale 7.
Okay.
Another light switch.
Wow. Really trying to confuse background right now.
Goes with the green 4.
But he's just playing it cool right now. I mean, don't even blame him. It's hard to read Nathan right now as he continues green.
3 to 7. Haven't been a lot of special cards played so far, so I have to wonder if a run's coming up soon. But could also just have been a mediocre draw from both sides.
Yeah, as background types up, maybe thinking to use up something here, or just at least switch the color into a color that he just thinks he doesn't have.
Goes for a double
That's gonna be a
+2.
+6,
Uh,
and ooh,
give the bot a second. There we go. But doesn't Ard.
wow.
I don't think he. I think I know what he's going for here. We'll see what happens with it, but gives Nathan 6 cards and then draws. The Ard's the classic Ard. Not to be confused with Ard doing this move, but he despises it. We will see what Nathan
Now,
responds with.
yeah, I mean, there's a few things he could do. He could definitely just play it cool and just keep it blue because he knows that he doesn't have any. He doesn't
Blue
have any blues, so he's likely
7.
to just draw again, unless he has a switch here, which is probably what he was going for. Oh,
Ooh,
ooh,
might have
that
been
must have been
could
a
have been off
cool
the drop,
draw.
but Nathan says he's so lucky. I'm not entirely sure if that's actually what background might have wanted, but we'll see how it goes
Hmm. If he plays another blue, that's going to be an interesting play.
for sure. Yeah, no, that was off
Okay.
the drop.
All right.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think I know what he wanted. I don't think he got it, but we'll see how this goes. Kind of just stuck
Wow,
on the blues
Nathan's
now.
running.
6 to 7.
Yeah, back up to 7 while Nathan back in the lead.
All right, wild
And
yellow that is probably gonna bail out background here.
okay.
I don't think we're gonna see blues for a while either. It's yellow
Yeah,
8.
background just gonna let it go. We'll see
Just
what
past
this
6
does for
minutes.
Nathan.
Yellow 3.
Just playing cool with 3.
This has been played relatively calmly by background. I have to wonder if he doesn't really have a lot to begin with, but he's gonna have a run, so I might be eating my own words. Um,
Oh, a steal?
uh,
Oh, what?
called
I
Uno a
was
little too
confused.
early, but it doesn't matter. Gets the +4, another run to the finish there, and background is gonna go up 3-1 here. Really had a good ammo control throughout that match. Um, yeah, a lot of +4s on background's end, but able to save them for runs, and it has been able to lead to these good runs to the finish here. Um, but yeah, background goes up 3-1, and this goes back to the thing I mentioned up with the risk of going back to the same card start you lost on. Unfortunately, Nathan does not pay off, and he's down 3-1 here, and it's going to be background's home field now also as we enter game 5. Nathan's going to have to win 3 straight if he wants to win this series, but we've seen it done before. We even saw it in this round. Number 1 seed Stefan was able to do that to win that series. So background's gonna go with 7 here, and that is the benefit with MCSR also. Background can go back to 7 here since he won on 15. As Rune joins the call. Welcome. It is 3-1 right now in background's favor. Background 1 win away to winning the series and moving on to the regional finals for the second tournament in a row.
Yeah, I
start
think
with
at
those
this in
six.
these matches you can't really count Nathan out. But I mean he did lose 3-1 to background in the last tournament, but so here he has another chance compared to that. So
Are there any power plays left?
There's no power plays this round.
No. Oops.
Yeah, no, you're good. Another blue 4. I mean, we start with these blues, and it feels like these blue 4s come out a lot. But background's gonna switch to the yellow 4 here. I am taking a look. Yeah, on aggregate, I think one of the longer series for both players here, but Nathan does the yellow 0, so I think I do like the 0 here because this could mean a few things. Background's gonna go with
Ooh,
the double
okay.
up here. We'll see what Nathan was going for with the 0, but background takes the lead and it does. I believe Nathan wanted to keep it yellow with the 0. Ditto.
Hmm.
Background just running with the yellow right now, so
Yeah, they're still going.
I have to wonder if we
One
could
of them
get a
have a
speedy end here.
yeah, I could see that. Oh
Nathan could
man.
also have a
No.
draws on
Damn.
the blue reverse here.
Oh well, it's back to blue. Yeah, it works. I was gonna say if that was to a different new color, I would have been confused, but I see it.
I see the vision with the ice out here, so might want to just go over the draw city
Fun game
and
of
see where it
Uno
goes
right
with that.
now.
All right, blue 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nathan might not have liked his draw, so he might have wanted to just go with the stall here, which could work out well. Um, Background did draw the blue 2, but nothing to switch there. Yeah, we just got another draw city going as we're going to keep drawing the cards. Nathan throws a +2 down and gets the 1, so might have had that +2
Okay.
but no finish, but I just gotten that blue 1 there to wrap it up, so gives background another 2 cards. And background's going to switch back to yellow here, so
Oh man.
we've been running 2 colors so far. But
Oh, there it is.
Nathan's
There
gonna
we
make it
go.
3. Switches the red. Bit of a crossover. Background's fine with it though. He's gonna run the red. And just some cool plays right now. You won't believe it. Is this a
Back to
run to
blue.
the finish?
Wait.
Wow, that would be insane. I don't know how many cards he has, because it hasn't really been a table check. We'll get a check here, so we're up to 2. Make that 3. Fortunately, no power play, so Nathan cannot stop this. Make it 4. I think this is a run to the finish here, which would be insane. 5.
Oh
Wow,
man.
this is a
Nathan's
big
No.
one.
lucky.
6, and
No.
I think that's gonna do it here.
Now draw. Do it.
Wow,
Nah.
that is it.
Damn.
Oh.
Background is gonna take it 4-1 here. It goes up 2-0 on the series. And I mean that was quite the series there. Background was just able to keep keep it cool. Was able to get through with the ammo. Nathan unfortunately wasn't really able to have much of a response back with it. But background is going to be moving back into the regional finals here. Both all the 1 seeds are still in the tournament. Background was the second 1 seed to play, and he keeps the streak going. Tapir will be playing later tonight to hopefully make it 3 for 3, and then of course we'll have hockey wrap us up to potentially have 4 1 seeds in the Elite 8, which would be insane for MRE Uno. We usually don't see that many 1 seeds still stick around by that point. So, the final 4 from last tournament are really showing strong here in this April Airwave. But background will take it a bit of a longer series on average, but 24 minutes. Yeah, but background's able to hang on there. Really good. really good stuff there to keep it cool. Unfortunately for Nathan, was not really getting much on the deck, and cards were not in his favor tonight. So, or today, I'm saying tonight as if it's a late night game when this is early morning. But
It's night somewhere in the world.
I mean, somewhere in the world. It's probably it's not in Asia, so or even it's evening and it's afternoon, evening. It's evening in some parts of Europe, I guess. So, yeah. I mean, we'll bring it over to our winner here. Background. How'd you feel about that game? You excited to go back into the regional final, and how are you feeling about going up against Gon, who has shown a really, really great style in this league so far, and is looking to make his mark by making his first Final Four in his first tournament, first appearance. I'll give background a second to type that out, but I believe background goes to now. Let me check the sheet. Yeah, background now goes to 6-1 with a DQ loss. He is looking phenomenal right now in the season. Looking really good to make the D2 championship at the end of the year. Nathan at 1 win, obviously not the start he was hoping for, but of course, I believe at this point, I think 2 wins will probably be the cutoff to make it into the LCQ. So, if he's not able to get a big run in these remaining 2 tournaments, probably could look into that to make the D2 championship there. But we'll get back into comments. So he's predicting Gon, Myhill, and then Tapir. So background believes we're gonna get a rematch of the February Flurry finale, which would be insane. Pure dominance from 2 players, and potentially one of the players would not be returning to D2 with how D1's been going. Yeah, I mean, I think with D2 right now being a good chunk of UUL, I think that is to be expected. I think by the time next season rolls around, there's going to be a bit of a mix more, because I do think a lot of the UUL players are going to be able to get promoted into D1, but we'll see how that goes. Yeah, I mean, you have captain in the Final Four. It's a pure 2 also, so a bit of a split there. Yeah, definitely do have a lot of UUL representation. Yeah, no, we are not doing that. But
Come on.
nah, that's not gonna happen. But
No.
yeah, there's some comments from a winner here. I don't know if Nathan's really gonna have a comment here. I think unfortunately it was just a result of cards not being exactly the most favorable here. If Nathan would like to leave a comment. Yeah, no, I don't think he is. That's all good. He might be typing it. I will not comment on that, but potentially.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but as Nathan's typing up, I'll hand it over to Yoshi. Well, do you think this played out the way you were thinking, or do you think something went a little different to what you were thinking in your mind? What was going to happen compared to what we got on the table today?
Well, yeah, I mean, background, I think he didn't think this win is super important, but he still played at his best, and I think just it kind of, I guess it was just almost a repeat of what happened in the first tournament, where I think background probably just had better hands overall, and kind of happened again here. I don't think Nathan can really say that he did anything wrong, so he's just gonna have to look into the future, knowing that he's probably not going to go up against background for the rest of the season.
That's for sure.
And we'll find new opponents to hopefully get more wins off. He did well against Reed, so he's at least got 1 on the board. But unfortunately, hasn't been his season so far. Just really gotten unlucky by. With those kind of players, that they can easily turn it around. So still got high hopes for him moving forward, but just got to keep his head in the game.
Yeah, I mean, this matchup did happen from an oversight, unfortunately, so I'm going to effectively make sure that these 2 won't be playing again unless both make a final of the tournament, which in that case, if that happens in tournament 3, I mean, I think these two are just destined to play each other forever. But there's our updated bracket here. We'll just jump into it here. So background's gonna take it 4-1. And he's going to be facing off against Gon in the final of the Breezy Byways region. Background looking for 2 region wins to start off the season. And I mean, all the 1 seeds are still in right now. So do you think there's a possibility, Yoshi, that we get a repeat Final Four, which would be a first in MRE?
Oh yeah, with all the 1 seeds making it. I could see it. I don't think the other players are going to make it easy. With the people that have moved on that are not 1 seeds, with Sam in the Atmosphere Alley, he's going to be a force to be reckoned with. I think he knows how to. I think he's got a good knowledge on the power play. So if it ends up going against a peer, it's going to be a slugfest for sure. So I expect a good match out of that at the very least. So for the Breezy Byways, of course, Gon. I've been impressed with Gon. Obviously he's not a brick wall. And in this case, he's actually the underdog against Background because he has more experience with the power play than Gon does. But in general, they both have a lot of experience, so it could really go to anyone there. The what's it called? The Currents region with My Hell moving on. Yeah, if Hockey gets there, it's just gonna be once again. It's like 2 really strong UL players. I think either one could win that, and in the the Drizzling displays, we just don't know because we know Steven moved on, but we still have to wait for Chloro or Taslim. I think both players, though, have been pretty strong in their respective matches. So I think it is possible. You can never. I feel like the 1 seeds are definitely just are at the advantage because they've experienced power plays before, but I think with this lineup coming into the Elite Eight, it's going to be more difficult it's going to be more difficult for all 4 of them to make it this time. So we're going to see if it happens. I do think it would be interesting if all. I mean, it would be interesting enough if all the 1 seeds got to the Elite Eight, let alone all in the Final Four. But the chances I don't think are very high, but I do think they are. It is very possible. So. We'll just have to find out.
I mean, that would definitely be something to watch out for sure. I mean, would be absolutely unprecedented with how the prior tournament went, but would have full rematches in the Final Four because it would be Stefan Tapir and then Background Hockey. We knew that Background Hockey game last time was a phenomenal series, one of the best in D2 so far. So. We'll see if that happens, but on that note, I think that's gonna do it. Thank you all for where is it? Where's the end page? There it is. Thank you all for watching. This has been the D2 April Airwave on behalf of my co-commentator Yoshi. We thank you for watching. We'll be back with the Elite Eight or the regional final coverage, where hopefully we'll have most of those games streamed for D2. Been an exciting time here so far, and you don't want to miss it. April Airwave is going to continue soaring high as we progress in the month. But until then, we thank you for watching, and we will see you next time. And again, if you're not in the MRE Uno servers, D1 and D2, make sure you join. They'll be in the description. And we have another game tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so kind of flipping the clock there. So again, thank you for watching, and we will catch you next time.